Afternoon, welcome to Rubbin Minds. I'm Oscar, and it's so great to have you this Sunday. So much to talk about. The show is extremely packed, from commentators to journalists to celebrities, but I'll give you the rundown, but I'm going to go straight into the show. First up on the list is Dino Melaye. He's been in the news for different reasons, from evading arrest to submitting himself to jumping out of, well, you know what he jumped out of, to the hospital, and a lot has been happening. But why so much attention around him? Why is he so important in the run of things in the National Assembly? I have Taiwo Olapade with me, a media journalist, and of course Ahmed, Agbabiaka, public affairs analyst as well. Great to have you both on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time out. Now let's move in very quickly. Dino Melaye, or Senator Dino Melaye, so much controversy, entertainment, impeachment. I think that's the latest news now, that the impeachment attempt, or the recall attempt, let me call it impeachment, sorry. The recall attempt has been, it failed. So, but let's start from the beginning as to why there's just so much circus around Dino. Let me start with you, Taiwo.
Well, Dino Melaye, if you recall from his days as a member of the House of Representatives during the leadership of Dimij Bankole, yes. He was known then to be a unionist, an activist, while even in the House of Representatives, going by his background as a unionist while in school. And to go back to what Dino Melaye is facing at the moment, to some is fighting the powers that be. To some is not in good terms with the governor of his state, Kogi State, that's Yabelo. And to some, I can just sum it up to say there are so much of enemies around Dino Melaye. And the question really is, should he be blamed for his predicament at the moment? I think that question is for Dino Melaye himself to answer. But so much of enemies around him.
Now, I mean, enemies or not, I think the first question is, why doesn't he want to go to Lokoja for his trials?
Well, Lokoja, the story, you know, the story started from when police announced that they arrested some people, and those people claimed that Dino Melaye gave them ammunition, so to say, to disrupt election in Kogi State, that is his home state. At the point there was a story that those people, you know, escaped. But after ultimatum was given to the State Commissioner of Police, they were rearrested. And the allegation they made against Dino was their sponsor. Dino gave them the ammunition and the likes. And the police summoned Dino. He was invited, and at the point when Dino was about to travel to Morocco, you know, in the recent time, he was stopped at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. You know, that was another drama. You know, it took a while. He was arrested. Later, he was released, and you know, so you know, at the point, police, SSS, you know, military we had laid siege on his home in Abuja, in his residence in Abuja, and for over 24 hours, Dino was indoor. But eventually, maybe good reason prevailed on him. He surrendered himself, believing that I have nothing in my cupboard.
Ahmed,
I have nothing to fear about.
Let me take this next one with Ahmed. Here's a man that I mean, his mantra is you tell the truth,
you die. You die.
You don't tell the truth,
you die.
Has the truth gotten him into trouble?
Well, that depends on who is observing or who is talking now. Yeah, it's very important for us to view this in a broader perspective now, looking at the mantra going on amongst the youth presently, and that is about all the noise about the issue surrounding and not too young to wrong and all that, and looking at it from the perspective that these are two young people. If we want to go by the story that the governor is somehow involved in the predicament, you know, that Dino Melaye is facing, these are young people in their early 40s. Looking at the age spread of those that are in position of authority in this country. So these are the young generations of leaders in Nigeria. And if this kind of a thing is happening, from the perspective of Dino Melaye, I believe as a senator, he should put on that toga and see himself as a distinguished individual in this country. There are a lot of dramas. Many people see him as a showman. regardless of whatever he's facing, whatever predicament he's facing, I think a lot of things that surround his activities, the shows that he's been putting up, you know, from short videos on YouTube, social media here and there, directly insulting the governor, you know, even though he can't be held responsible, you know, on that by law. And also the noise or the stories we hear about the governor being involved in his predicament. So these are things that people look at. The old people who are not interested in handing over powers to the young ones will see this as an opportunity. It's a common narrative amongst them now. You have powers. They will start from Dimeji Bankole. At 37, he was Speaker of Representatives. He squandered and mismanaged everything. That is their narrative anyway. Dino Melaye, in his early 40s, he was just 34, 33, 34 when he was in the House of Reps in 2007. Now he is a senator. People should expect him to express himself as a distinguished individual.
Do you think there's any substance to... I mean, there's a lot of noise and showbiz and razzmatazz around him, but is there any substance to Dino Melaye himself? Because I've heard him speak at certain engagements. I've heard him on the floor of the House, and he comes across as someone that is, I mean, a bit articulate.
Yes.
But do you think there needs to be more to him than the noise and the hula? Because people just see him as a joker, but he's actually quite learned. Well,
articulacy depends on what we are talking about again. Eloquency is different from being articulate. He might be eloquent.
What's your take about Dino personally?
Yeah, well, Dino Melaye is a showman that carries his jokes beyond the necessary level to which he should take it to.
Or that his office requires.
That his office permits. So he has not really fit himself into that distinguished sphere where he belongs. So, and I believe that's just about